This is a Jubilee day for young people. Pope Leo talked about St. Augustine because he's an Augustinian, as you know. He says, love one another in Christ. Know how to see Jesus in others. And he also said there's a burning question in our hearts, a need for truth that we cannot ignore, which leads us to ask ourselves, what is true happiness? What is the true meaning of life? What can free us from being trapped in meaninglessness, boredom, and mediocrity? I think that's an important question for all humans, but particularly young people who are on phones, scrolling all day, scrolling in the matrix. Kids nowadays have so much information. This is why Pope Leo says, how do we know what's true? And then how do we find meaning in life? How do we find happiness when we have all this boredom, all this mediocrity around us? He also mentioned the soon-to-be canonized saints, Blessed Carlo Acutis and Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati. I have a devotion to Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati. I went and visited his tomb, and I noticed when I was in Rome, I went to the Dominican church, Santa Maria sopra Minerva, and they had all kinds of, Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati all over the place. So I thought that was cool. When I started the Troops of St. George in 2013 as an alternative to the Boy Scouts, I said, Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati is one of our patrons. He is a patron saint of the Troops of St. George because he exemplifies that outdoor masculine Catholic spirit, which our young people desperately need. So again, I think this is a win. I think this is dignified. I think it's good. And I'm excited to see, I'm a father of 8. I'm excited to see young people. Would I prefer it to be TLM and all that? Yes, of course. But I'll take the W's where I can get them. And I think this is an improvement from what we've seen over the last 10 years when it comes to youth events and the Catholic Church.